Hello, good morning.
The road. Well, we can't overlook that. It's a normal thing. Nigerian roads has never been the best road. And one thing I noticed during my visits, is that Lagos is a very stressful state. Lagos is very, very stressful. Very, very, very stressful. I think I'm even understating how stressful Lagos is. It's a beautiful state, don't get me wrong. It's a state that you can pretty much do anything. It has everything you would need that you want to experience. You are highly likely to experience it in Lagos. Everything goes on in Lagos. Just like this song says, ain't no party like the Lagos party. Everything happens in Lagos. But it can be good, it can be bad, it can be beautiful, and it can be ugly. Beautiful experience. There are many restaurants to visit, to try, many foods to try out, many beautiful restaurants to experience, and many activity to engage in when you're in Lagos. Especially when you go to the Lekki side, there's a lot. It's a centralized location. You just have to find the centralized location in that Lekki. And even if you're in Lekki, you can pretty much. I mean, there's a deeper Lekki though, but yeah, it's a beautiful place to be in. It's a traffic centered place. I have to say that. I stay in another place in Nigeria, but I went to Lekki to just be in a centralized location, and I realized that Lekki doesn't have a traffic time. There's always traffic in Lekki, no matter what time. There is always traffic, traffic, traffic. I don't know, maybe it's because everybody wants to be in Lekki and most people work in that specific location. So there's always traffic in Lekki. You can't do without traffic. There's not like, oh, if you leave this time, if you leave that time, for some reason there's always traffic. And again, it's the holidays, so everybody's around, so there's always traffic in Lekki. They have to find a solution for that, and this is to the Nigerian government. Find a solution. Is either you expand the road or you do some kind of reorganization of the way the road is laid out. But Lekki is not even my problem, to be honest. Lekki, I feel like that one the road should have even been planned, because Lekki is pretty much a water area, so it should be planned from scratch. And even me talking about Lekki, I want to jump into another topic, but before I go into that, I don't want to be too forward. Let's just stay tuned and you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, Lekki is planned from the bottom, so the road should have been big at the first place. They should have known better when they were planning those roads. But whatever, it's alright. I think the problem might not be the road, but maybe the bad road itself. And just the planning, the way, I don't even know, to be honest. It's complicated. Too much population in that area. Alright, let's talk about some experience I had in Lagos. Alright, I went to my first restaurant in Nigeria. Had a very beautiful looking food. They had this pineapple that there was rice in it, and then they had jollof rice that had like crabs pretty much feasting on it, which was a very beautiful. The environment itself was beautiful, and that location is not in Lekki. It's actually in Adeniran, which is in Surulere. So it's a very beautiful place, a very cozy environment, very nice to experience. Especially the food. The food is, I didn't like the food initially, but after my long stay in Nigeria, I think the food is also a very good one. So I changed my mind. The food was pretty good. So yeah. So that aside, I went to a church called Covenant. The church too was fun, and this is not free advertisement for Covenant. Let me just even forget about that. But yeah, I went to visit this church called Covenant and experience the service also. So you can see the road in Nigeria, how everything is. The thing that I think that should be practiced the most in Nigeria is fixing the issue with the carbon monoxide that is very commonly, like it's everywhere. It's on the streets. It's, nobody does oil change as much. All this truck, they just pollute the whole air. And you think that Nigeria is the best place to have a convertible. because we have the best, like the best weather. Maybe not now, but back then, this pollution has really messed up the weather. Like the weather has been completely messed up. But yeah, back then we had the best weather. Africa, let me just say, let me not say, we still have the best weather. We are always summer. There's always summer, 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 summer. But due to the carbon monoxide that dwells in the air, in the atmosphere, that has destroyed the ozone layer, it's very, very, if you don't turn on your AC in the car, you come out with a clogged nose and with a very bad face, because all this air is polluted and it will mess up your skin and your intestine. So yeah, especially if you don't have a strong immune system, or if your body is not, if your body hasn't adapted to such environment, it's really hard for you to you get sick first before you can start looking for solutions. So that would be my advice. We went to to this other restaurant that had unkobi. Unfortunately, I didn't record it. It was very beautiful too. I didn't record the food, but it was a nice restaurant. Also, if you look at we have some nice skyscrapers in Nigeria, and it's very beautiful, especially at night. You should see how beautiful Nigeria is at night. It's let me not say Nigeria, Lagos, let me be specific, because Nigeria is the whole country, but where I'm talking about currently is Lagos. There is a beautiful landscape which I captured in Lagos, and let me just show you guys this quick news that I shot with my friend. So you guys sit down, relax, and watch this news.